Hello, hello, Yvonne Wadley here, and let's cover some shenanigans off. And Toby, for some reason, is just right here, but we're going to try to leave him alone. See his tail wagging? He's just being a goof. Okay, I'm gonna start with contouring first, and it's gonna be like a super light contour. This is like everyday, just nothing going on, but wanting to feel fresh and awake. So we're just going to do a little something. Yeah, super duper easy. I just use shade 2 shades lighter than my regular complexion, and that's what I use to highlight. And because it's the same exact product, it's so much easier to do. Obviously you don't need to do any of these steps, but I've gotten a few requests to know, like, okay, how do you just make it as easy as possible? This is how I make it as easy as possible. I just put it in those areas, and the reason it goes in those areas is because that's where the light would hit, and that's where you want the light to bounce off of. And then we're gonna create some shadows in the places where we want shadows, right? So that's kind of how that works. And obviously, depending on your face shape, what works best for you. I don't do like a very like detailed nose contouring. I have a big nose. It's shaped weird. It is what it is. I just live with it. I've learned to accept it after 43 years. But something that I love doing is like really brightening under my eyes, just because they look more awake, more alive. And then because I'm older, I have more fine lines and wrinkles, right? I'm 43 years old. What can I expect? So skincare can only do so much, especially when I neglected my skin for so long. So I like to just put the least amount of product here. And I love that our foundation is 50% pigment. So I need very, very tiny little amount to brighten this area up without caking anything on, right? So I just like to put it right there, and that works for me. And then I just go with this brush, which is one of my favorites. It's like our buffer brush. And then I just darken up here. Just add a little like shape to my face, not shape to my face. I just don't want it to be all like one even tone. So this helps me kind of shape it. And this goes in places where we want to create a shadow. So like, obviously our cheek is here, so then right under that there would be a shadow if the light was hitting our face, right? So we want to create those natural shadows. And then depending on how much lift you want, you can do like round, or you can do straight down, up and down. If you want it for slimming, it's more up and down. If you want it for lifting, it's more of a round way, and then it just lifts your cheeks. I have pretty high cheekbones, so I don't need to go up here. If I do that, it really pops my cheeks, which for some looks, it looks great and I love it. But for every day, I mostly want to slim it down, sister, slim it down, right? So I just go there, very, very light. It's not like I have all this product. And again, this is 50% pigmentation, so it's not like I need a lot of it, right? So super duper, very light. And at my age, as you age, you start losing fat from this area of your face, your temples. So like if you're into fillers and stuff like that, this is one of the places as you get older that they recommend to get a filler, because this is like a notable place where people can tell like that you're older. Like you lose fat from this area and your face just gets like a different shape. And that's because of the lack of collagen and stuff like that. So obviously skincare that is going to stimulate that is going to be super duper helpful. Being hydrated, all those things, right, are going to be very, very helpful. But the reason I'm talking about it right now as I'm contouring is the last thing I want to do, like I don't need anything there, I'm fine. But the last thing I want to do is put dark color there, because it's going to make it look sunk in. Yeah. So like right here, yes, I want it to sunk in those, chisel up that cheek, right? But not right here, like right there. Leave it light, leave it like it is, or even add a little bit of light there so that it looks bigger and it comes out more. Like, it doesn't matter to me. I like to go like at this angle right here, so it kind of goes like half my temple. We're always creating up, right? Even when I shape my eyebrows and I'll do that tutorial another day. Even when I shape my eyebrows, I'll do it different now because it makes my eyes look more up, more awake. So I will show you that another day. But so that's it. That's all I do for contouring, like super basic, nothing fancy, just regular contouring, right? Then I go with my favorite tool, my finger. So I just grab a little bit of concealer and then just go in these areas where I have redness, or I have, like you can see right here, and then I have a little bit of melasma right there. Just all those things that I kind of want covered. Not fully covered, but covered. So if I wanted it fully covered, I could fully cover it. It's not that big of a deal, but I do want it like subdued. So I will go with my concealer and kind of do a little bit of spot treatment in those areas just to help myself. So if you have teenagers with acne, this is like perfect for them because they need such little product. They don't have to worry about caking on a bunch of product. They can even do like spot treatment just on the areas where they have the acne, and they don't have to worry about putting makeup in their whole face. So if you're a mom that you're like, well, I don't really want my teenager wearing like a full face of makeup, this is like the perfect concealer to just get and then do like a little bit of spot treatment and just kind of blend it off. And then it just covers up whatever they want covered. And the reason I'm talking about teenagers is because obviously I have teenagers. If you have seen them, if you've been following me for a while, you know I have teens. And that's what we do. Like one of them does do like a full face. She's 16, almost 17. But my 15-year-old, she just does a tiny little bit of concealer when she has stuff flaring out, and then she just does a little mascara in her eyebrows, and then she's good to go. She loves her lip gloss, but the masks have definitely tampered with that. But it's super duper easy for everyone to use. Okay, so with whatever that's left on my brush, I like to pinch it and then just kind of create a little bit of shape here on my nose. Again, I don't do like a big old nose contouring thing. I just do a little tiny bit of it. Just whatever's left. I just go over the areas that I applied first with the dark color, just to make sure that that color pops out. And then you don't even need bronzer if you don't want to. I still sometimes put bronzer just because it adds a little bit of a different color that I like. I love the color of bronzer number 3. That is my favorite. And I forgot to put my jaw right here. So I'll show you like from one side and the other one with doing it and not doing it. And technically, if you have like more stuff that you want to hide, like I have a really marked jaw. If you don't and you want to create one, this is like the way to create it. With a concealer or a foundation, you can create it. I could even go a little bit higher and create the shadow like up higher, and it would make my face look more slim. I don't care that much about it. I'm okay with what my face shape is like right now. So I just put it down here just to accentuate my jaw. Again, my jaw is like pretty strong jaw. But if you don't have a strong jaw, you can make it appear as if you have a strong jaw just by creating this line, this shadow. Like super duper easy, right? And then you can just blend it with your foundation so that it doesn't look harsh at all. I don't like harsh lines, especially on my face. Like when I'm putting blush or when I'm putting bronzer or stuff like that. I don't want it to be so harsh. I like it more diffused. Some people like it harsh, and that's totally fine. That's just my personal preference. I don't prefer it that way. Okay, so that's that with the foundation. As you can see, it totally covered all the things that I wanted to cover up. Let me grab my little, this is my friend. This brush is my go-to for my eyebrows. I haven't done my eyebrows. I was supposed to go yesterday and I didn't go. So I'm gonna use a little bit of concealer here and shape my eyebrow. And then I'll leave it like that so you guys can see the difference between the one that got done and the one that didn't. So obviously one looks way cleaner than the other one. Let me do the bottom. And you can use a little bit lighter shade of concealer and it would like highlight right here of your eye. And that obviously helps too. And then it just shapes your eyebrow, right? Something like that. So that one's done and that one's a mess still. So I'll leave it like this so you guys can see the difference, which is like a very subtle step, but it makes a huge difference at the end of the day. So I'm just going to apply a little bit of bronzer. My favorite palette here. I'm gonna have to change my blush from here because I've been using this blush for months now, but I'm wearing pink. I'm like all springy. It's in the 80s outside. So I know that some parts of the country are like so dang cold and freezing and all kinds of shenanigans. But here in Arizona, we are hot. We're in the 80s today. So that's super duper hot. So I'm wearing a short sleeve and pink and we're like hitting our spring spot time. And don't worry, we're about to start burning in a few months. So I'm gonna use a different blush color just because that one is like a beautiful orangey color, but I'm wearing pink, so I wanna highlight some pink. So I'm gonna go with this color, which is called Keen. It is one of our gorgeous pinky salmon-y colors. It looks really, really good on yellow skin tones like mine. So if you're a Shinto foundation of any color, this color will be very complementary to your skin tone. This also works because it's like a little bit peachy. This also works for people that have green eyes. Peaches look good on green eyes. So this color works really, really good for that as well. And like just now that I turned, I saw that little spot there. If I wanted that gone, if you're looking at that and you're like, the spot is there, I could take it off. I don't care that much to cover everything off. To me, the lighter, the better. I mean, I'm 43 years old, you know? If I wanted full coverage, I could attain full coverage. But for like every day, who has the time to spend all that time doing it, right? So this is what you get. This is what I get. So this is my regular everyday, let's just get ready and get out the door. Well, minus all the eye stuff that I got going on. I don't do that every day. But for foundation, this is like super duper basic. If anything, it's more than basic because I did some contouring. I don't do contouring every single day. So and I'm just gonna go with Macaroon. It's a beautiful pinky. It's like a neutral pinky color. It goes with, I have seen this color in most skin tones and it looks so good. My lips are telling me I need to drink more water. That's what they're telling me. So that's it. Super duper easy. Basic makeup. You can see the difference of my clean eyebrow and my not so clean eyebrow. Let me finish it with some brow gel. My daughter also loves these. Both my daughters use the brow gel. And we love it because it's so dang easy to use. And it just locks your eyebrow into place. You don't have to worry about it. It has pigment and fibers. So like for the girls that like or for anyone that likes that like bushy eyebrow that they like comb it up and they look all fluffy and pretty, this is like the perfect product for that. And we have clear and then light, medium, and dark. So for those girls that have, or for anyone that has those eyebrows that are very, very dark and they actually have the hair that does that, they could just use clear to shape it and kind of hold it into place. But for us that need like to fill it and all this stuff, there are 3 different colors, light, medium, and dark, to just kind of fill it in and not have it be so like patchy or naked or anything like that, right? So that's all I got. I just wanted to show you. If you need to be color match, let me know. I would love to help color match you. This is our super duper basic, and it's all dirty now, super duper basic palette for foundation. It's a foundation and 2 concealers. If you don't need like coverage like me, that is like, well, I'm gonna cover this melasma and I want to cover this red stuff that I have on my nose and la 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 la. If you don't need that, but you want a little bit of highlight, you could definitely do it with concealers. So all I need to know is, okay, so what do you want to do with your makeup? Like if you just want like super duper basic, I just want foundation, I just want to cover this up, then you might, and you don't have like stuff that is going on, then you might just need foundation. And if you're like, well, I have melasma, or I have this red things on my nose like I do, right? Or I have this like huge birthmark on my face, or I have vitiligo, or I have freckles, or if you have things that you want to cover up and like make pretend that they're not there, we definitely could cover all that up with our concealers. Concealers cover up to tattoos. Like I've had brides cover up this like chest tattoos, cover the whole thing with concealer, set it, and then put foundation on it, and you can't even tell that she has a tattoo there. So I know for sure that that will be taken care of. So just let me know what you need, and we would definitely get in a conversation to figure out what your needs are, and then I would recommend whatever products work best for your needs, and then we just go from there. I prefer to have my basic thing and then these, because I save a ton of money this way. This lasts me over a year and I just keep using the same ones and it just works. But you might have different needs than what I do, right? So that's all I got for you. That's why you get a beauty guide, because we guide you through the process and let you know what would work for whatever your needs are. So it's totally customizable, and that is my favorite thing about it all. So I'll talk to you guys later, and again, let me know if you need help getting color matched so that we can find the perfect shade for your complexion. I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care. Bye.